A. Overview of the chapters of the Constitution of Kenya. Preamble captures the spirit of the Constitution and the aspirations of the people of Kenya. Chapter 1 declares that all sovereign power belongs to the people of Kenya and must be exercised in a manner that respects the supremacy of the people, and all laws must be based on the Constitution. Chapter 2 defines the Republic, national values, national language and symbols. Chapter 3 defines the citizens of Kenya and the manner in which citizenship is acquired or lost. Chapter 4 recognizes rights of citizens and others. It provides for situations when rights may be limited and provides mechanisms and procedures for the protection of rights. Chapter 5 creates a framework for land, environment, and natural resources and provides for their use and protection. Chapter 6 sets out principles, leadership and integrity, and the conduct for state and public officers. Chapter 7 provides for the election of leaders as the representative of the people, rules and principles of voting, framework for regulating political. Chapter 8 establishes the National Assembly and Senate, Parliament. Chapter 9 establishes the executive headed by the president and the deputy and provides for mechanisms for the election or removal of the president. It also provides for establishment of the office of the Attorney General. Chapter 10 establishes the judiciary and the system of courts in Kenya. Chapter 11 expounds on the territory of Kenya and establishes county governments and their functions. Chapter 12 makes provisions for the collection of taxes and allocation of funds from the national treasury and provides for principles of accountability for national resources. Chapter 13 establishes the public service and sets out the organization of the public service. It provides for principles of good governance in service delivery. Chapter 14 sets out principles of national security and establishes institutions that provide security to the public. Chapter 15 provides for the roles, functions, and independence of constitutional commissions and independent offices. Chapter 16 outlines how the Constitution can be amended, that is through the popular initiative, parliamentary initiative, and referendum. Chapter 17 provides rules for interpreting the Constitution. Chapter 18 deals with how the Constitution should be implemented. B. Schedules of the Constitution. There are 6 schedules as follows. 1. First schedule provides for the names of the 47 counties. 2. Second schedule provides the national symbols. 3. Third schedule provides for the national oaths and affirmations. 4. Fourth schedule provides for the distribution of functions between national and county governments. 5. Fifth schedule provides for the legislation to be enacted by Parliament. 6. Sixth schedule provides for transitional and consequential provisions. Constitutionalism. Constitutionalism is defined as the exercise of powers within the confines of the Constitution. In other words, the actual behavior of political or public authors must correspond with the limits set down by the Constitution. Thus, all public officials, whether elected or non-elected, must follow the dictates of the Constitution. Governance. The United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, classified governance into three: political, economic, and administrative, UNDP 2001, and defines the term as the exercise of economic, political, and administrative authority to manage a country's affairs at all levels. It comprises mechanisms, processes, and institutions through which citizens and groups articulate their interests, exercise their legal rights, meet their obligations, and mediate their differences. Thus, governance simply implies the art of governing a people within a given territory or a state. According to the World Bank, governance means the way power is exercised through a country's economic, political, and social institutions. World Bank's PRSP Handbook 2008, Kaufman, et al., 2007. Thus, good governance will refer to a system whereby the government is based on good leadership, respect for the rule of law and due processes, respect for the 3 arms of government with checks and balances, the accountability and contestability of the political leadership to the electorate, as well as transparency in the operations of government and also in the public and private sectors.